Hello and welcome to the RT Sports Show with me, Kate Partridge, and here are the week's top stories. Triple Crown. Yevgeny Malkin scores his first hat-trick in the KHL to send Magnitogorsk top of the Eastern Conference. So from the ice, let's look at the best of the rest from the world of sport. On Monday, Lynn Sanity was back at Madison Square Garden after Jeremy Lin made a winning return to New York. The 24-year-old posted 22 points as the Houston Rockets beat his former club, the Knicks, 109-96. And finally to Sochi, where Russia's speed skaters have been testing the ice and the organisers have been signing up new sponsors as Russia prepares to host their first Winter Olympics. Michael Kravchenko has the latest. We're here in Lvov, which was the venue for the first ever officially recognised football match in what was Poland and is now Ukraine. That was in 1894. And on Saturday, in Euro 2012, three-time winners Germany will take on 2004 finalists Portugal in the second match of Group B, the so-called Group of Death. So the next step for the Three Lions is Sweden, a country and a language that Hodgson knows well. He began his managerial career there back in the mid-70s. Struggling Halmstad to 2 league championships and then won 5 straight league titles with Malmö, where he was offered a lifetime job. He's also credited with helping to tactically transform the game in the country. He was known as English Roy. And around 150,000 fans came to Kiev for Sunday's final, proving national pride can boost host nations' coffers. This is Krashatuk Street, one of the main roads of central Kiev, lined with shops and leading to Independence Square. For the past month, it's been the capital's fan zone and can hold around 90,000 people who've all come to enjoy the football and to spend some money.
We can speak about one sum that was generated by the fan zone in Kiev. We know the approximate billings, yes, of the fan zone. It is something like maybe 5-6 million euros.
They've made the most of it, so should we all.
Martin Lipton, thank you very much indeed for your thoughts there. That's Martin Lipton, the chief football writer of the Daily Mirror in London. Well, it's commiserations to England, but congratulations to Italy after they go through 4-2 on penalties. So, after 31 matches over 30 days, the first big football tournament in Eastern Europe comes to a close with a record-breaking performance from the world's #1 team. Spain are still the champions. Commiserations to Italy after a memorable final at the Olympic Stadium. But from all of us here in Kiev, it's time to say goodbye.
What can you tell us about the team that was on board? It's, as we know, it's a Yaroslavl Lokomotiv team.
As far as we know, yes, it's Yaroslavl Lokomotiv, the team, which is a powerhouse from the KHL, from the Continental Hockey League. And from what we gather, it's their team plane that was taking off from their local airport. It was flying to the Belarusian capital of Minsk to play Dynamo Minsk in one of their opening games of the season, which was tomorrow. Actually, the opening game of the KHL today, which was between the champions Salavat Yulayev and runners-up last year Atlanta, has now been postponed, obviously, in the light of what's happened. They've always been one of the powerhouses of Russian ice hockey. I mean, as we said before, 3-time champions, and then when the KHL was formed, coming into its 4th term, they were semi-finalists, they were the finalists, they were always there and thereabouts. There are so many parallels one can draw, not only with the sad Partridge disaster that we've talked about before, where a whole team was wiped out, and a city is so devastated. I mean, as I said before, Manchester United, when that happened with the Munich disaster, this affects absolutely everybody, and with such a large-scale loss of life. Hello and welcome to the latest sport, and here are the stories making the headlines. Taming the Danes, Andrei Arshavin leads Russia to a 2-0 friendly win in Copenhagen as Dick Advocaat's men prepare for Euro 2012. While down, but not out, Unix Kazan lose at home to Panathinaikos, but still reach the quarter-finals of basketball's EuroLeague. And Crouching Tiger, golf's former world #1 Woods targets Jack Nicklaus's record of 18 majors, despite being winless on the PGA Tour for more than 2 years. But let's kick off with football, where Russia remain unbeaten after 11 games after a 2-0 friendly win over Denmark in Copenhagen. Coach Dick Advocaat heaped praise on goal scorers Roman Shirokov and skipper Andrei Arshavin, who played for the Dutchman when he was in charge of Zenit. Richard van Poortvliet reports. And that's all the sports news. Bye for now.